Madam Speaker, because of this Liberal government, Christmas will be more expensive for Canadians than ever before. 52% of Canadians are worried about buying gifts this Christmas. 61% of Canadians are worried about putting gas in their car to go and visit loved ones over the holidays. And 53% of Canadians are worried about buying groceries for Christmas dinner. Madam Speaker, this is supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year. So when will this Liberal government give Canadians a break and axe the carbon tax?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Madam Speaker, nobody is believing this feigned compassion on behalf of the Conservatives. It is the government's policies that ensured that 2 million fewer Canadians are suffering from poverty in this country. It is the policies that we have put in place that are helping Canadians make ends meet, whether it's the rental benefit that will become available in a few days' time, whether it is the dental subsidy that is already available to Canadian families, whether it is the supports for childcare, whether it is doubling the GST tax credit, Madam Speaker. We have been there for Canadians and will continue to be there.
Madam Speaker, we're a few days or a couple of weeks from Christmas. Millions of families will be sitting down to dinner, and one of the things that will be on their mind is inflation. And inflation is hitting hardest where it hurts most on an essential good, which is food. So the government has to do something, and what they can do is not increase taxes. Will the government promise not to raise taxes in 2023, yes or no? The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary. Madam Speaker, the tax my colleague refers to is the carbon tax, or a price on pollution, and Quebecers fully agree that polluters should have to pay. The price on pollution doesn't even apply in Quebec, though. So I'd just like to remind my colleague that you have to be consistent with the facts, and you have to be able to make sure that that the votes reflect the Conservatives' position. Yesterday, they opposed measures that would help Canadians. The honourable member, well, that's why I didn't talk about the carbon tax. The member raised it. And why? Because she knows full well that they are going to increase the carbon tax in 2023, and that will help nobody. And while we're at it, teaching lessons and so on, I'd like to remind this government that they're the 58th out of 63 when it comes to their performance on combating climate change. So I will repeat my question. Will the government increase taxes in 2023, yes or no? The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
Madame la Présidente,
Madam Speaker, now I'm getting mad because, yes, I referred to the carbon tax because that's the only possible tax the Conservatives could be referring to. There is no federal tax on foodstuffs, Madam Speaker, and the member opposite knows that full well. Their feigned compassion here in the House today, Madam Speaker, isn't true, because yesterday they voted against things that would help Canadians.